Good night, Mabel.
Good night, Dipper.
Gravity Falls, it is good to be back!
Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video on this channel. This video is going to be a little bit different than typical, as we are going to be going over one of my favorite childhood TV shows, Gravity Falls. But before we do that, I wanted to pause and take a moment to thank you guys for the support on the last video. Thank you guys so much for everything that you are doing for this channel, whether that's a like, a comment, or simply even just a view. It all helps me out. As you guys know, the goal for this channel is to get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and with the way that this channel is progressing, I think we can definitely do it. So if you are new here, please consider dropping a like, a comment, and a subscription, and let's get into this video. Gravity Falls by Disney has been described as an example of kinder conspiracy theories, which are different from other conspiracy entertainment in a few ways. These theories can inspire social mistrust, but they also portray some conspiracy theorists as hucksters, which can encourage viewers to be more defensive against deception. They can also introduce viewers to conspiracy culture, which can help them become more literate in the genre and build defenses against suspicion and polarization. But before we get into any conspiracies or lore about the show, what is Gravity Falls? Gravity Falls is an American mystery comedy animated television series created by Alex Hirsch for Disney Channel and Disney XD. The series follows the adventures of Dipper Pines and his twin sister Mabel, who are sent to spend the summer with their great uncle or Grunkle Stan in Gravity Falls, Oregon, a mysterious town full of paranormal incidents and supernatural creatures. The kids help Stan run the Mystery Shack, the tourist trap that he owns, while also investigating the local mysteries. The series premiered on June 15, 2012, and ran until February 15, 2016. On November 20, 2015, Hirsch announced that the series would conclude with its second season, stating that it was 100% his choice and that the show isn't being canceled, it's being finished, and was reaching its intended conclusion. The series ended on February 15, 2016, with a 1-hour finale, Weirdmageddon 3: Take Back the Falls. Hirsch later stated that he remains open to continuing the series with additional episodes or specials. With the story continued in written form with the 2016 of Journal 3, the 2018 graphic novel Gravity Falls Lost Legends, and the 2024 adult-focused novel The Book of Bill. Gravity Falls received critical acclaim with praise directed at its writing, characters, voice acting, animation, humor, and its multi-generational appeal. Additionally, the series won 2 Emmy Awards, 3 Annie Awards, and a BAFTA Children's Award, among various other wins and nominations. Gravity Falls garnered high viewership amongst kids, teenagers, and young adults during its run, and was Disney XD's record for the network. The series attracted a broad and passionate fandom, and is considered to be an influence for many animated shows that followed it. It spawns a variety of official merchandise as well. For their summer vacation, 12-year-old twins Dipper and Mabel Pines are dropped off from their home in Piedmont, California, to the fictitious town of Gravity Falls, Roadkill County, Oregon, to spend the summer with their great-uncle Stan Pines, often shortened to Grunkle Stan, who runs a tourist trap called the Mystery Shack. Things are not what they seem in this small town, and with the help of a mysterious journal that Dipper finds in the forest, they began unraveling the town's mysteries each day. With Wendy Corduroy, Mystery Shack cashier, Sus Ramirez, a friend of Dipper and Mabel's, and handyman to Grunkle Stan, plus an assortment of other characters, this show really had it all. Dipper and Mabel always had an intriguing day to look forward to, and I think that's what attracted most viewers to this show. The running time for this show was standardly 20 to 24 minutes, and was jam-packed with action throughout the episodes. Now, I can't begin to talk about Gravity Falls without mentioning the infamous triangle Bill Cipher. Bill Cipher is the main villain in the series Gravity Falls. He's trillions of years old and from the second dimension. He grew bored of living there and destroyed his entire homeworld, killing everyone he had ever known. Yes, including his parents. After the destruction of the second dimension, Bill moved to the Nightmare Realm. He is an extremely powerful being, capable of almost anything imaginable. Rightfully so, this makes him a huge threat. Bill later learned of a prophecy stating he would be chosen to merge the nightmare realm with our world. This became Bill's one true goal going forwards. After multiple attempts, Bill finally achieved this with the help of the Pines brothers, who were tricked by Bill. Bill went about this by coming to Stanford with the promise of building something great together. They worked together closely as friends for years. Little did Stan know, Bill was only using him to open a gateway to the nightmare realm, to bring on the apocalypse. That's sure to ruin any friendship. Stanford ended up trapped in another dimension for decades. But once he got back, he was ready to take down his friend-turned-enemy Bill. Bill has also had run-ins and problems with the Time Police. The Time Police, formerly known as Time Paradox Avoidance Enforcement Squadron, exists for one purpose and one purpose only: keeping the timeline clean and consistent. That means someone like Bill, trying to merge universes, stop time, and generally just do whatever he feels like, with no regard for the timeline, is naturally an enemy of the TPAES. Are they a match for Bill? No. But you can't get to enemies of Bill without mentioning the twins Dipper and Mabel Pines. As you've come to realize, Bill is above nothing. Tricking literal children to get what you want, not a problem for Bill. After Bill was summoned by Gideon to steal the deed to the Mystery Shack, managed to take Dipper's body, creating Bipper and more. Dipper and Mabel were obviously sworn enemies of Bill. Who could blame them? As the series goes on, the Pine twins' dislike for Bill only grows. Just like everybody else, the Pine twins are not a fan of Bill's antics. During the finale of Weirdmageddon, Bill turns the entirety of Gravity Falls upside down. He opens up a portal in between dimensions in the sky and achieves this by possessing time traveler Blendon Blandon and convincing a sad Mabel that he could make summer last a little bit longer. He would promise this in exchange for Stanford's time rift that Mabel had in Dipper's bag that she took by accident. This starts the downfall of the summer for Dipper and Mabel. Bill proceeds to turn the civilians of Gravity Falls to stone and allows all weird to break free. People are being eaten, burned, and worse. Meanwhile, Dipper and Ford are trying to stop Bill. They climb to a tower, raise a laser gun at Bill, but with a clumsy shot, Bill discovers Dipper and Ford and is able to capture Ford. Dipper is then attacked by Bill, who destroys all of the journals and leaves Dipper to be eaten by the other monsters from the Nightmare Realm. Dipper escapes and retreats to later find Wendy and Seuss. Meanwhile, Mabel is locked in a weird bubble that was designed by herself and Bill. Dipper and Seuss are able to plead with Gideon and break Mabel out of the bubble. We then see Dipper, Mabel, Seuss, and Wendy, the original crew, finally reunite with Stan and the rest of the survivors in the Mystery Shack. They use the shack to attack Bill in the Weirdmageddon 3 episode, Take Back the Falls. So now with the basics of Gravity Falls covered, you are now left with the understanding that Bill is dead, correct? I mean, Stan trapped him in his mind, and we visually saw Bill die. But unfortunately for Gravity Falls, due to recent things that have been coming out through Disney and the Gravity Falls website, this is looking not to be the case. One new clip that popped up and has Gravity Falls fans scratching their heads for more is a short that released by Disney titled How Not to Draw Grunkle Stan. In the short, you are prompted with how to draw Grunkle Stan. However, Grunkle Stan, distracted by a dollar bill, says get him closer to it. The artist then picks up the dollar bill but notices a strange red paint on the back of the bill. He reads it out, and Bill's Cipher is now into the paper with Grunkle Stan. Bill immediately, upon entering the paper, traps Grunkle Stan inside the dollar bill. Bill then turns his attention to the artist, who strangely resembles the creator of the show, Alex Hirsch. Bill says that in exchange for him drawing the artist, he will be allowed into our universe and asks to shake on it. Stan says, "Do not shake," and the artist does not. However, Bill, using his tactics, fires lasers at the office and gets the artist to slap the paper, which Bill capitalizes on and uses as a handshake. We then see Bill take over our dimension, and it cuts to Grunkle Stan saying, "I bet my nephews can take this guy on." Now this may be referencing a possible Season 3 of Gravity Falls, in which Bill Cipher has taken over our dimension, or it may just be hinting at the fact that Bill Cipher is not dead and did survive being put in Stan's mind. Now, this is not over-exaggerated by any sense of the imagination, because back in June, Executive Vice President of Television Animation and Disney-branded television, Meredith Roberts, had an interesting response when asked about the possibility of more Gravity Falls. You know, we're in conversations with Alex. He's about to publish a book referencing the book of Bill, and we do some shorts, so never say never. Hearing this interview, like many other Gravity Falls fans, I, myself, was very excited to hear this news, as I have been waiting for a Season 3 to drop since Season 2 ended. While I thought the finale of Season 2 was absolutely perfect, I would love to see more adventures of Dipper and Mabel Pines, and maybe see how the twins progress moving forward. I would also like to see a post-Mystery Shack and Gravity Falls after the Weirdmageddon Bill Cipher era. All of this can be done in a Season 3, and now knowing that Bill Cipher is alive and well after the Disney short, it is all but there for a Season 3 to happen. With that being said, that's going to wrap up this week's video, and I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys would be interested in a Season 3 of Gravity Falls, please let me know in the comment section down below. And if you enjoyed this style switch up, please let me know, as well, as I would be glad to do more of this style of content. With that being said, that's going to wrap up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one. See ya.